Have you ever struggled to learn a language to the point where you can confidently use it in daily life? Or maybe you have started, but you felt stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure if you ever will get there. Trust me, I've been there too. If you're new here, welcome to a-tekt. I'm an architecture graduate, currently back in Japan. And here's something about me. I earned 2 degrees in United States and Italy. Not too bad for someone who grew up speaking zero English, right? But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. I went from zero to fluent, and here's the kicker. Most of it was self-taught. I didn't have expensive courses or tutors. My methods were simple, paper-based, low-cost. And I also speak Spanish. In this video, I will share how I optimized learning process after years of trial and error. So if you're ready to learn English or any language the smart way, keep watching. Let's start with the first and most important tool, grammar. I usually stick to one textbook of a grammar to understand the whole structure of the one language. English and Spanish, for example, are different, and each of the languages have the best way to go about it. So without going into too much detail from the beginning, I recommend going over the grammar book to have a better idea of the language. Instead of going into different books, trying different methods, I recommend sticking to one book and really mastering it. I recommend a method inspired by Mayo Yamaguchi's 7-time reading method, which completely changed how I learn. And here's how it works. The idea is to go through a grammar book multiple times, but not all at once. You don't have to fully understand everything on the first try. Just get that structure and key points. Here's the step-by-step breakdown. First reading, skim the book, look at the heading and keywords. And then second reading, skim again, but focusing on the structure. Third reading, reinforce the main ideas. Fourth reading, slow down and note frequently mentioned keywords. Fifth reading, understand how keywords connect. Sixth reading, focus on details and examples. Seventh reading, predict what comes next and confirm as you read. By the 7th time, it will feel like second nature. And this method doesn't only apply to grammar books, but you can use it for anything. Next, vocabulary. Words are building blocks of any language. And here's my process. First, you want to pick up the vocabulary book that's right for your level. And you want to again stick to the book from the beginning to the end. The selection of book really depends on the purpose of you studying this language. I usually start from the beginner vocabulary book. What I did with the English was that I started with very easy book and then slowly leveled up. So every time I completely memorize whole book and then going into next book. Next point is memorize words in context. So I usually use the book with example sentences next to the word. Because as a non-native, so one of the most difficult things is to know where exactly the word is used. The same words are used in different ways in different languages. And then repeat. The consistency is the key. And you don't want to stress too much, but if you don't remember, you want to review it as many times as you can. Using Anki app is a good way to learn vocabulary. Learning vocabulary, it takes time, but more you know, you speak the language better. And of course, having fun while you make progress is the key. Ask someone to quiz you some words. So if you could make your learning process like a game or something you can feel obsessed or have fun, yes, it's really helpful and you will grow way faster in that way. What I find great about paper books is that you can physically feel the progress you made. I do think it's good to combine paper-based resources and digital resources. I did use both, but for grammars and vocabulary, somehow for me, it was better to use the physical books. When I use digital tools, I easily can be distracted to social media and different websites. But when I have physical book, I just put it onto my desk or my bookshelf and take it out when I have the time to work on it. And every day I make progress on one chapter or certain number of pages. So I found it easier to manage the progress with the physical books. And finally, it's the immersing yourself in the language. The first thing I usually do when I start learning a language is to change the setting of my iPhone. When I was learning Spanish, I changed the setting to Spanish so that I am forced to understand. I start slowly think in the language that I'm learning. And I do believe most part of my speaking conversational English came from watching movies and YouTube videos, all those entertainment. And we all have our obsessions, things we like, things we do enjoy, and learning language through those things is the best way and easiest way. And if you like anime, you can watch anime, and that could be your way to learn language. It doesn't matter which kind of genre or shows you watch, but the only thing that's important is that you really like it and you enjoy it. And through enjoying those contents, you learn the best. So I try to understand English from listening, only the audio. Having English subtitle helped me memorize spelling, and don't forget to speak. I used to take online lessons almost daily to practice with a teacher. Online tutor is a game changer. It's a safe space to make mistakes, ask questions, and get real-time feedback. It helped me build confidence before I went abroad. I had this online lesson almost daily where I practiced reading with short news article and got feedback from the tutor. Speaking is nerve-wracking, and I do understand at the beginning it's very difficult and you might feel shy, you might feel scared to talk the language when you're not confident enough. But starting slowly with a tutor online, you feel you're comfortable, and already making a schedule with the tutor keeps you going forward with the language learning. I had short 30 minutes lesson with a tutor almost every day. So I knew that every evening I had to go to online and meet this tutor. So for that 30 minutes, I was certainly studying English. And for that, I was sometimes preparing writing, sometimes I was preparing reading stuff for the lesson. So that also sets your rhythm of the studying. So I highly recommend hiring a tutor. There are several options to have like a language learning partner for improving speaking. HelloTalk, where you can find people to talk to or get corrected your writing, or a-tekt, where you can also find a tutor. And there are many ways to find someone you can ask questions, but what's important is that you can easily meet this person on a regular basis and easily can ask questions, and you feel comfortable enough to practicing a lot and making a lot of mistakes with this person. So before going abroad, I highly recommend practicing your speaking with somebody to build your confidence as much as possible to make your move as easy as possible. Mastering a language takes time, dedication, and most importantly, consistency. The key is to make the process enjoyable. Turn your vocabulary building into a game, or immerse yourself through your favorite shows. When learning feels like fun, it becomes much easier to stick with it. I have met incredible people because I speak English. Trust me, rewards are incredible. You won't just gain a new skill, but you will open the door to a completely new way of experiencing and connecting with the world. If you want to learn how to stay focused for long hours, check out this video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your language learning journey in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.